Yes, yes. Are you suffering from sciatica? No need to fret. I'll demonstrate exercises specifically designed to alleviate your standing sciatica. Rest assured, you've come to the right channel. Come and join me as we embark on our exercise journey. We shall commence with the initial physical activity. As you probably know, sciatica typically originates in the lumbar gluteal area and radiates all the way down to the foot. This condition is commonly caused by a herniated disc, a protrusion, or stenosis. So we all have our own pain. But don't worry, I have a simple exercise you can easily do at home to help relieve it. It's a self-massage with 2 phases, which I'm sure you will find beneficial. Let's give it a try, shall we? I always depend on high-quality professional creams, my friends, that provide immediate relief and a sense of well-being. Let's put them on. Where I have my little pain cream, without fear, okay? Because we will need to slide the hand in this area. 2-3 minutes with the palm of the hand open and rubbing. Next area, 2-3 minutes. Some of you may experience discomfort while rubbing your feet, causing minor foot pain for many. We will apply pressure to the affected area, experiencing radiation and resulting numbness, seeking relief. This is going to start filling your leg with happiness. You will have a little bit more circulation, and you will reduce that unpleasant sensation of pain or numbness. So, we are going to practice this for 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, making sure to focus on the technique. Some people feel the pain a bit more in the calf, whether inside or outside, originating from SI or SA2, LIV or LV. Just picture your discomfort on the side of your thigh instead of in the thigh itself. That's where you'll really notice it. Not so much in the main part of your leg. Okay, so a strategy we are going to use where you feel the most discomfort is as follows. We take a little bit of cream, we paint our knuckles, as I say, and once we have painted our knuckles, we go to the area that bothers us the most. We will then use this technique. It is an intensive scraping technique, quite powerful in fact, which will cause you to gradually feel areas that could potentially cause pain. All right? So, you do this technique for 3 to 5 minutes and it will be extremely beneficial. All the strategies I will show you today are strategies where we will be standing. Many of you tell me, hey, I have a massage gun at home, but I can't use it when I am experiencing sciatica pain. In the strategy to release the lower back area, you can work on the lumbar region, but we are focusing a bit more on the radiation, and it would be the same. We are going to work around the area that bothers us for 2 or 3 minutes with a head that fits well to your leg in the radiation area, going down 2 to 3 minutes, even on the foot, very gently, because there is a lot of bone edge and I don't want you to hurt yourselves, okay? And then leaving an extra minute or 2 in the area that bothers the most, doing a bit more friction. Always make sure that the gun remains perpendicular to the tissue we're treating, moving up and down. This is of utmost importance. All right, guys, let's move on to the second exercise and battle against that pesky sciatica. Look, there are some towels here. I took 3, and my friends also grabbed a couple of towels. We'll put them close to the wall. That is where we permitted them to descend. And now we shall proceed with a pendulum workout, wherein we shall engage the movement of our hips and alleviate the strain from that irate nerve. We will climb up, lean against the wall, and look how simple. We will do a pendulum. I don't want you to make maximum movements, but rather we will do a gentle and relaxed pendulum. We will perform this pendulum for 3 to 5 minutes. As I say, very gently, to start freeing up what is the hip area, to give some relative mobility to the lumbar region and start relaxing the nerve. After completing a brief warm-up for a couple of minutes, we will proceed to execute an initial motion, ensuring its extension is accurate and well positioned, and well backward. Currently, we are activating the hip muscles, performing a muscular pump and providing some additional reinforcement to the area. We will do 1 minute moving outward, 1 minute moving inward. Our focus is on extending and opening the gluteus, which promotes hip stability and is especially beneficial in combating sciatica. By working on these muscles, we can address the issue of sciatic pain effectively. An exercise that starts by relaxing and an exercise that ends by activating the hip muscles. Were you aware that the sciatic nerve, stretching the longest in the body, is responsible for sciatica, the pain experienced along this nerve? It is remarkable that the sciatic nerve is in fact the longest nerve in the human body. This nerve stretches out from the lower part of the back, goes through the hips and the glutes, and finally ends at the foot. The pain can range from a mild discomfort to a very intense pain that makes movement difficult. Another exercise that will be great for you is to work on the mobility of your lumbosacral area, your pelvis, and for that we will do a movement of anterior and posterior tilt. We will place our hands on our hips and I will gesture as much as I can. We will pull the belly button inward and we are going to move the glutes backward and the belly button outward. This movement we will perform in a sequence of 20 to 30 repetitions, at least 2 or 3 times. If we perform this movement and experience radiating pain down the leg, we will cease the activity slightly sooner. If we execute this action and encounter leg pain radiating downwards, our stopping point will be slightly advanced, just tilting a little bit. As I tell my patients, adjusting the position of our hips can help alleviate sciatica-related movement issues. This, in turn, reduces the risk of toxin buildup and the development of a fear of movement, both of which can exacerbate sciatica symptoms, persist over time. A concept that is extremely interesting. If the hernia moves backward, it hits the nerve. If the nerve is being hit by a vertebral disc that has shifted backwards, why not push it forward? Let's consider the concept of nucleus pulposus migration. It's important to note how straightforward this idea is. Due to the shift in our nerve, the nucleus pulposus has moved in a backwards direction, resulting in it coming into contact with a nerve root that is causing radiating pain down the leg. Therefore, our aim is to push it forward. And we will do the following steps. We will place the forearm on the wall. We will place the other forearm on the wall in this position, rest our forehead, and let ourselves fall forward. What we are currently engaged in is the transfer of the disc in a forward direction, extending it from its previous position. We will hold this posture steadily for 2 to 3 minutes, very slowly. If we lower too much and our back hurts, or we have more radiating pain, we will lower a bit less. We will stay here breathing slowly and in a controlled manner. And the million-dollar question, if I got €1 every time they asked me, what causes sciatica? Sciatica itself is not a disease, but a symptom, an underlying problem. The most common causes include herniated discs, spinal stenosis, which is the narrowing of the canal, or direct injuries or infections. Even during pregnancy, it can lead to sciatica because of the increased pressure on the spinal column. The next exercise involves putting tension on the posterior chain. As you can see, we will require an elastic band, or possibly a scarf, or even a rope, which could serve the purpose as well. Is it alright if we place our feet on it? And we will perform this exercise in 2 sets of 10, 12, or 15 repetitions. Look, I lean against the wall, and what I want is for you to move forward slowly and steadily. And when you feel tension, that will be the point. When you reach that point, I want you to lower your neck gently, engaging the entire back chain and all the tension. Be aware that the sciatic nerve originates from our spine and travels down the entire length of the foot. But from the suboccipital area, which is this region here, along the entire spine, there is an inextensible cord that if we start to have pain and move less, we will have less mobility. And this will affect us. It will harm our sciatic nerve. When we reach 10, we stop, take a short break, and then we would do it again as far as we can with the foot towards us accompanying, with the forehead facing downwards. And how can we not do the exercise that works extremely well for any sciatica, whether it is cervical or lumbar? Neurodynamics. In this case, standing. I prefer strategies lying down or sitting, but standing is possible and I want to show it. Look, a stool. We will lift the foot onto the stool. We will keep the heel gently supported, and in this position, what we are going to do is lean forward a little bit in flexion, and once we have leaned forward a little bit in flexion, we will bring the sole of the foot downwards, accompanying with our head. At the same time, we lift the sole of the foot upwards. We will lift the head, and we will perform this exercise for at least 3 or 5 minutes. After 3 to 5 minutes, what I would do is stop a bit and then do another 3 to 5 minutes. This technique is often described as something you can do for 10 to 15 minutes. If you do this for 10 minutes straight, it seems to me that you will get tired. So take breaks at 5 minutes. What are the available treatment options for sciatica? There have been significant advancements in the treatment of sciatica throughout history. In ancient times, they used methods such as acupuncture and herbal medicine for treatment. Nowadays, contemporary approaches to address the condition embrace physical therapy, medications to reduce inflammation, and as a last resort, surgical intervention. In our clinics, the diamagnetic pump we use is truly incredible and incredibly effective. Taking proper care of your posture is of utmost importance. Strengthening your core is strongly advised for both preventing and treating. In short, everyone should prioritize this vital aspect of fitness. You are not alone with sciatica. Here I am, however, it is also important to ensure that you perform daily exercises for several weeks in order to alleviate your discomfort and achieve balance. Many times you will relieve it, in others you will eliminate it. Unfortunately, in some cases you won't improve much. Those would be surgical cases. Feel free to leave a comment and share your experience with sciatica, and I'll be more than happy to respond. The Chicken and I always encourage each other on the journey to healing and beyond.